Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award winning Fearless Tarot and the brand new release, Tarot in Love Consulting the Cards and Matters of the Heart, which is now out from Llewellyn Books, and of which I'm offering signed copies of on my website, ElliotOracle.com. So if you want a signed copy of Fearless Tarot or Tarot in Love, I'll pick a card for you and write a specialized message for you in the book as well and send that off to you. It is time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of three different animals and I asked you to ask your intuition what animal calls to you. And depending on what animal calls to you, that animal has your message. So the three animals today were the humpback whale, the mountain goat, and the elk. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself which animal's calling to you unconsciously, because that is your message. For those of you who picked the humpback whale, the card says music is essential to your healing and well being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. And humpback whale could just say that music could be so transformative for you right now, where it could be a cathartic experience. Sometimes we are in a certain mood and it can change so easily by just putting in some headphones and playing the music that really makes your own heart sing. Also, music is proven to be a powerful healer. And so, this could be a time when you might be needing to heal something within yourself, and you might need to turn to music to really help you with that. First card for Humpback Whale is where it's best to place your focus, and we actually get the Four of Swords. So, speaking of healing, the Four of Swords is a card of rest, calm, and peace. And I just feel for the whale this week, it's time to withdraw or retreat or find that place of peace in your own self. Also, something in your heart is requiring some healing at this time. So, it might need to happen in some sort of solitude. Whenever I see the Four of Swords, I just think of that saying that a calm mind is a powerful mind. And so, if you can find your peace, if you can find your center, if you can listen to your body and what it might need at this time, you can really harmonize in the midst of challenge. Next card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. And there we see the Tower card. And whenever the Tower card comes up, it does indicate that there's an old crumbling facade that you're letting go of in your life, something that just doesn't feel authentically you anymore. The Tower is a card that scares a lot of people when they see it because they think, oh no, it's the Tower. I don't want something bad to happen. But a lot of times for me, the Tower is the most healing card in the tarot because it rips down those facades that keep you imprisoned. And the Tower is a prison. It's a prison of denial. It's a prison of pretending that you're not really hurting or you're not really feeling something. And you're just like, la, 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 nothing's happening out there until inevitably that's not sustainable. And so I'm feeling with the whale this week, it's like time to be brave. It's time to look at the thing you're most avoiding. It might need to be a time where you're being brave on your own in order to find that center and that equilibrium. And the mythic archetype that will be helping you this next week is actually the Sphinx. The Sphinx is the creature who gives the riddles. In ancient Greece, the Sphinx could indicate that there's something to solve. There's a riddle to be mastered. There might even be a problem that you're dealing with right now with some sort of harsh reality that you have to outwit or outsmart. Also, the Sphinx is the creature of mystery in Egypt. And so there could be this sense where you just have to trust the mystery. You have to trust what's in front of you right now, even if it means you have to tear down some facades, or even if it means you have to face something honestly or truly in your own heart right now. Either way, I just feel for the whale this next week, it's going to be a time of tremendous healing if you can access your courage and look at the thing and solve the mystery. Next, we're going to go into the mountain goat. And this card says there's something out of balance in your life. So do whatever you need to correct it. And so, mountain goat is that agile animal that can climb up the mountains and keep its balance. And this might be a time for you where you're really listening to what's out of sync in your own head or in your own heart. Also, the mountain goat can indicate that there is some sort of challenge that's going to be surrounding balance this next week. So, you might want to keep your balance or do whatever you need to do for self care to restore that equilibrium. First card for Mountain Goat is where it's best to place your focus. And we actually get the Two of Wands. And I feel the Two of Wands is a card of ambition. And it's just indicating that there is something in front of you where it's time to grow. And much like the mountain goat, there is a mountain to climb with it. There's a challenge before you. But if you can climb that mountain and stake your flag into the top of it, you will be successful. You will totally level up. However, you're needing to really maintain your own equilibrium in the pursuit of your goals. So, this might be a time when you're sort of breaking down a larger goal into doable bits where you're just doing a little bit at a time gradually instead of freaking out. How am I going to make this all happen? How am I going to achieve what I really want? Two of Wands will always come up when it is time to grow. It's like you're a plant that's been potted for too long in that old environment, and you need a larger pot. You need to have some room for your roots to spread out. Second card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. And there's the Queen of Pentacles, who also always has that little rabbit in the bottom corner of her card. And what the Queen of Pentacles is saying is stay focused on the long term goal. Don't listen to the anxiety of the little rabbit within, but instead stay focused on what that ambition is. Also, the Queen of Pentacles is a reassuring figure in the tarot that the things you're investing in with your own ambition, with your own goals, they are going to be so successful if they're handled correctly. However, you have to watch out for your little fears trying to talk you out of your own success. So the thing that might be in the way of you really growing right now might be that your own self-limiting voice in your head that's causing you to doubt. This is your time. It's time to spread your wings. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you is Hephaestus. So I just feel for the goat, it's like time to get to work. It's very Capricornian, you know. Hephaestus is the craftsman of the gods, but he's also the artist. He's the one who stays focused on the details and creates wonders for the lives of gods and mortals alike. And finally, we're going to go into the elk spirit. And this card says, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what others say. And others will treat you with respect that you deserve. So for elk, it's going to be a time where you need to just do you, and you need to not be worried about how other people are going to react to that. And also, it's important to really be aware of your own body language. What is that commanding about yourself with what you're dealing with? The elk could also just indicate that this is a time to really step into your power, and people will take your lead. They'll take your cue. First card for elk is where it's best to place your focus. And look at that. We got the 10 of Cups, which is a lovely card of harmony, happy endings, something that you're transitioning out of. That looks really wonderful. Also, 10 of Cups could just be a time where it's important to be grateful, to express gratitude for the thing that's in front of you that you wanted so badly for so long, and now it's actually happening. Whenever we see the 10 of Cups, it also tells you about the importance of color in your life. It might be a time to look around at your environment and ask yourself, is this supporting me? Does this sense of color, does the color scheme empower me or make me feel like I'm able to achieve everything? Or am I feeling limited or stuck or scared? It's really important to pay attention to your environment this next week. The second card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom, and we actually get the Moon card, which is a card of intuition and your ability to transcend your challenges when you just take the time to listen within. The moon can represent times in our lives as well, as my friend Barbara Moore says, when things seem a little darker. It's like you're walking through the night with only the light of the moon to illuminate you, and you're not sure, is that a dog? Is that a wolf? So, this might be a time when you're kind of navigating through something that feels a little murky. And the only way to navigate through this is to trust that intuition. That is what's really going to be helping you. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you this next week is Silenus. He's the teacher of Dionysus in Greek mythology, but he's also the teacher of letting go, letting loose. And also, he's really identified with the moon. In fact, his name in ancient Greek means moon man. So there really is this sense that you need to follow the call of the moon. And the moon is your inner authentic self. It's the real you. It's time to stop denying that. It's time to trust your intuition and go towards your best goals. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule a one on one session with me there. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week. And remember, I have signed books available at elliotoracle.com, so head on over there and get one. Take care.